Hi friends, this is Linda. Welcome to this elemental reading. This reading is timeless, it's not date specific, it can be relevant at any time. This reading will cover topics related to the different elements. So the earth reading will cover issues regarding work, home life, finances, and mundane reality. Fire will cover topics with regard to passion, inspiration, creativity, sexuality, and challenges. Water will cover anything relating to emotions, feelings, and relationships. And air will cover topics regarding communications, ideas, thoughts, and concepts. So let's get started right away, diving straight into the earth element. I pre-shuffled the cards so that the readings are not too long. I want you to be able to get about your day. This is interesting. So we have Judgment card and then Knight of Cups with Queen of Pentacles. Oh wow, this is Judgment again. This is from the Voyager deck. Judgment is called time space, and it's coming out in the second line in the reverse position, so it's mirrored here. Then we have the Two of Crystals in reverse and the Three of Wands upright. Okay, so give me a second here to tune in. Sorry for fussing so much with the cards. I just have a thing about everything being lined up straight. Okay, Judgment twice in this reading. And seeing it mirrored here. I feel for some people watching this reading, there could be some kind of... I know this is an earth reading, so it should cover topics, as I mentioned, with regard to finances, home life, money, career, those kinds of things. But this feels so different to me. So I'm just going to read the cards as I feel the energy of them rather than trying to relate it to something that I don't feel it fits into. Because sometimes spirit and higher self and guides override these kind of things and just demand sort of that messages be passed along. So what I'm feeling here is that if there is an issue regarding your partnership, there could be a need here for an awakening to realize that there simply is only a need for love and compassion. And if there is some, because I feel like for some people watching this reading, if you're having some difficulty in your relationship, seeing the Judgment come out twice here, and then Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords reverse, Three of Wands, I feel like there is a need here to awaken to the potential within you to actually rise up and overcome any limitations that you have within you. And the way I'm seeing that in the context of this reading is that you may be struggling with some kind of issue in... Well, okay, let's see. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Since this is an earth reading and we are talking about finances, so let's relate it. I feel that some people watching this reading may need to just alert or awaken themselves to the energy of unconditionality and the release from limitation. That's how I'm seeing this spread. A release from limitation. So with this Two of Swords here in reverse, I'm hearing lack. I feel like this bottom line here is saying that if someone's watching this reading and they are not rising up to the financial potential that they feel is possible or that is available to them, it's only because of a limitation of the mind. And I know that sounds super cliche and really obvious, and everyone who's watching here is not a rookie, and we know, we get that stuff, you know, we know it's all about mind. So why is this coming out in this way? Well, there's some kind of healing available here. I'm feeling like there's some kind of, I'm hearing rift or some kind of tear, a small, tiny tear in the fabric of your reality that needs to be mended here. I'm going to just quickly look up rift in the dictionary and see what it gives me. I find that really helps sometimes with the messages. Rift, a crack, split, or break in something, a serious break in friendly relations, or if it's a verb, to form fissures, cracks, or breaks, especially through large scale faulting, move apart. Yeah, so that's exactly what I was feeling. This tiny tear, a tiny split or a break in the fabric of reality. For some people, it could be actually a rift between you and another individual, and that could be what this is saying here. Like there is the ability to evolve past a certain limitation by realizing that whatever rift you're experiencing with another person, and I feel that that's what's being described here between these two individuals here. Look how the mountain in the second photo of the the image of the Queen of Pentacles lines up with this Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups here. Right? Like these two people seem like they've gone their own way, or two individuals are not dealing with each other very well at the moment. And I feel like it's possible to solve a difficulty or solve a problem here by simply just turning. See how she's got her back to him? I'm not saying that's you or not. I'm not saying that, but it could be. You have to decide. You have to know where you are in the circumstances here. I feel like a big healing is available here through compassion, through humility, through simply the ability, the willingness to show up, the willingness to rise up, the willingness to awaken, the willingness and the ability to alert yourself to a possibility. That's what I feel in this card, in these cards. There is an energy in this spread of the availability to awakening to something that is mind-blowing. It's about your capacity to create. It's about what you can do with your hands, literally and figuratively. There is an energy in this spread also of learning how to be receptive. That's what I'm feeling from these two cards, but also in the hands of, like, all the hands in these cards are feeling like you need to learn to be more receptive. And in this situation here, if there is a rift between two people, you need to learn to be receptive to this person's offer of love and the request for forgiveness and the request for reconciliation. I'm feeling a little bit of stubbornness from this individual to this person. Someone could be overly emotional to a topic, and that could be preventing healing. You know, feelings are valid, but also we must be very vigilant that we don't overindulge in our emotions to the point where we just are sort of feeding into a cycle of something continuing long past the point of it being actually able to be resolved. So be aware about that. And also, like, yeah, I mean, obviously feelings are indicators from the intuition, but you also have to check sometimes your feelings might be coming from a place where you're overthinking something and then it becomes incorrect. Be careful about that too. Always check yourself, you know. Sure, trust yourself, but also check, where is the source of this feeling coming from? Is it coming from my values or is it coming from my insecurities? Compassion and healing is available here, but there needs to be more receptivity. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm going to move on because I don't want this reading to get too long. We're already at 9 minutes. So let's move on. That was the Earth reading. Now we have fire. In fire, we have King of Wands. So there's a fire archetype. Empress reversed. Three of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, wow, and Woman of Cups in reverse. This is a fascinating spread. I feel that this is speaking directly to an issue between two people here. So, and because we have the Three of Cups twice in the reading along with this Empress in reverse, and this is a fire reading, so we're speaking here about sexuality and or challenges. So I feel like someone watching this reading is dealing with some discord and lack of harmony in their relationship, where maybe they feel like they're either you suspect that your lover is involved with someone else, right? There's the Three of Cups in reverse here with the Empress, or you are, either way. Like there could be an extramarital affair in these cards here. That's one way I could see this. Another way I could see this is that There's a lot of cups energy in this spread. 3 of Cups twice, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. I'm going to pull one card from the Spolia deck because I'm not fully understanding this spread. Let's get one card for clarification. This one. Oh, there's Queen of Swords in reverse. Someone's really hurt here. Someone's really hurt, and I feel like it's you. Let's have a look this way. You might feel really hurt because you feel that someone is cheating on you perhaps, or has not been honest. But there's part of me, the reason why I'm kind of struggling a little bit with this reading is because I can see the 3 of Cups in this reading, and it seems like that would be the obvious thing to say in this, like given the context of the spread. But my gut feeling in this is saying that you're being suspicious, but it might not be actually founded. I'm concerned for you that you're being paranoid and overly suspicious, and that this person is actually not misbehaving. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like you might be a little bit out of balance, and I can say this from personal experience that in the last week, I consider myself to be highly intuitive and very able to read energy very well. Obviously, this is what I'm doing here for you. In my own life, in the last week, I have felt, and I've been very aware of it simultaneously as to what while it's been going on, and so I've been in this sort of weird space of questioning myself, and rightly so, because long story short is I've been experiencing this energy where I've been feeling kind of like I'm suspecting something, or I'm suspicious of something, and I'm feeling like a certain person or people are behaving a certain way that feels inappropriate or doesn't feel right or whatever. But actually, after hindsight, like after speaking with them or after like checking the situation, came to discover that I was actually being paranoid. That doesn't mean that you are I don't want you to take that on as being some kind of criticism of you. I feel like it's the energy right now. That's the point of what I'm saying. We're in the middle of these 3 eclipses. There's been a moon in Cancer. I've just been feeling excessively, I mean, I'm not an astrologer, so I can't speak on these astrological things, but I feel like there is something happening energetically that is bringing up this kind of energy. So I just want you to know that, so you don't take it personally. I'm not judging you, I'm not criticizing you, but I want you to just simply be aware of it so that you can just take a step back from your experience, and before you do something that might permanently damage your relationship, just actually check if you are being overly presumptuous perhaps, or if you are really sensing something that's actually there. Just be super careful. Better to ask. Just be direct and ask if you feel like there is something that you're suspicious of. But look, this Ace of Cups and 3 of Cups in this bottom line, both upright, I feel like, and this person is, this King of Wands is in the upright position. And it's you who is showing up here in these 2 reversals here. Never mind about gender, it's not about that. I'm just feeling that this person on the top row is someone you're thinking about or wondering about. And this Empress, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, all 3 in reverse, are you feeling a little bit suspicious or scared or concerned or worried or anxious or uncertain. But I actually feel like the energy of this person is clear. And you might be just like, also it's not just about your own paranoia. Like as an empath and as a psychically open person, as an intuitive person, sometimes I tune into collective energy and the planetary consciousness. And it takes me a while to realize that that's actually what's happening. So right now, if you're tuning into some energy of this like suspicion or doubt or anxiety or whatever, it's not necessarily just you and your situation. There is a global energetic patterns that are happening that we are tapped into and tuned into, and unless we are sharp enough and aware enough to realize that that's actually what we're tuning into, it could be that you misconstrue energy and make something be something that it's not. So just be really aware about that. Be super vigilant about what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and just check where is the source of it. Where is it really coming from? Are you genuinely experiencing something that is connected to your direct relationship, or are you tuning into a planetary energy or a thought form or a global pattern or a cosmic energy that's coming into the planet that is affecting you, and you may not have been able to identify and locate it as that? So just be really mindful and careful about that as you're going about your day, as you're interacting with people. And if you're feeling uncertain about someone or something, just really go deeper with that and check what is the deepest source of this. What is the actual 0 point of this energy? Okay, friends, I'm going to leave it there for the fire reading. I hope you found that helpful. Please comment and let me know if there's something in there that you want to let me know about. All right, let's move on to the water reading. Water, we have Ace of Swords reversed, King of Cups upright, Devil reversed, Nine of Cups, the Moon, and Death. Look at all this high-powered energy in this reading. All right, this feels kind of similar to what I was just describing, actually. This energy of this, like, Ace of Swords with the Devil reversed, it kind of feels a bit of that, like, you might be feeling and intuiting something. Look at this water reading with King of Cups here and the Moon, Nine of Cups, more energy of water. You might be feeling a certain energy, but you might be misconstruing the source of it and feeling like it's giving you a sense of paranoia or suspicion about a something or a someone. But actually, it's a global energy or a cosmic energy that you're tuning into that may actually just be confusing your own, like there might be some interference. That's what I'm trying to say. There could be some energetic interference, psychic interference that you might not be fully aware of, but that is giving you a mixed signal about somebody. Now, a little bit deeper here, what I can see is that in this reading, I'm hearing break the chains. So I feel like this Devil reversed with the Death and the Moon card, you are becoming aware of some old patterns of yours in your emotional body, that you're getting some clarity on, that's helping you realize ways that you might have been active in certain relationships that caused dependencies or neediness or unhealthy attachments. And you're starting to gain clarity on that and realizing that your sense of self-worth is the place to put your attention, because that's where you're going to be able to heal and resolve any of those kind of old thought forms that might have still been a little bit active, even if you've been aware of them. So putting more time and energy into self-love, more time and energy into healing those places where you feel insecure, that might trigger some of those old behaviors and patterns as a way of trying to kind of compensate. That's where you need to be paying a little bit more attention, digging deeper into the recesses of the psyche, and alchemizing, transmuting, transforming anything that comes up that you start to become aware of, that you understand as an old thought form or an old truth or an old reality or an old system that you know you've outgrown and you're ready to transcend. So Nine of Cups is really important. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, two of my favorites. Put more time and energy into your own sense of satisfaction and fulfillment, into your own self-esteem. Your self-love and self-esteem is really the fundamental, absolute basic of having a healthy life and healthy relationships. So seek to work on that more and overcome any kind of unhealthy, needy attachments to people, to try to gain self-esteem through your connections with other people, or through being needed by other people, being seen a certain way by other people, and just focus on yourself and how you feel and how you see yourself and what ways you're showing up and how you are walking your own talk. That will be how you master this earthly reality. From that place, you can achieve anything. Cultivate more strength and wisdom. Get this Ace of Swords in the upright position. Alright, water, I feel like that's it for this reading. Quite short and sweet. Just checking here. I do like it. It's very high powered. This whole reading is very high powered. I wasn't really expecting that. But the energies are really intense at the moment, I must say. I've been kind of like laying low a little bit because I'm feeling hypersensitive and anxious and nervous, which is not really me normally. But I feel like there's such intensive energies hitting the earth at the moment that are a little unpredictable, or you know, like I don't know. Personally, I feel like laying low and staying home and kind of minimizing too much of social contact is actually the right thing for me at this time. So also trust yourself and see what you need. Do what's right for you. Don't feel bad about what you think you need or what you've decided you need. Just go with that. Don't change your mind out of peer pressure. Do what's right for you. Take care of yourself. That's the most empowering thing you can ever do for yourself, is make decisions that you know are right for you and stick to them and not let anyone pressure you into changing your mind. Alright, last but not least, we have air. 8 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Swords, and 7 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Pentacles upright, and Devil again. Wow, okay. There's been a lot of repeating cards in the readings today. So air, as I said in the beginning of the introduction, the air reading will cover topics relating to communication, thoughts, ideas, concepts. So 8 of Wands, even though it's a fire card, for me it's about communication. It's about the activation and swiftness that comes about when synchronicities are kind of lining up. But here we see it in reverse with the 7 of Swords and 7 of Cups. So doesn't look awesome, this reading, does it? It doesn't really look awesome. 9 of Swords in reverse with the Devil here. The 9 of Pentacles in the upright is kind of the saving grace of this reading, I have to say. But this is kind of tapping back into what I was saying in the fire reading earlier, where I feel like there is some suspicion, there's a bit of paranoia maybe, there could be some overthinking here that is making you perhaps feel a certain way about someone that is not necessarily feeling good to you. Like you might, as I said, you might be feeling suspicious of someone. There might be a little bit of lack of clarity about a person. You might feel like there is something untoward about a person that you want to check up on. You might be feeling like this person is a bit questionable right now. You might be kind of looking on from the sidelines or from a distance, trying to understand a person's behavior or a person's motivation or a person's intention. And you might not be able to see fully clearly what is actually really there, but you got this weird sensation in your intuition. And to be honest, from the cards here and from my energy right now, the way I'm feeling, I can't answer that for you. I can't tell you whether or not you're right in being suspicious of them. I feel like you need a little bit more time. I feel like I feel like I need to instruct you here to not jump to conclusions too quickly, or to not take action on your suspicion just yet. Like I feel like you need a little bit more time for this energy to clear up a bit, for you to get greater understanding and clarity about what you're feeling. I think you need a little bit more time. So take it easy. Don't rush forward into pointing the finger at someone or accusing someone or blaming someone or even testing someone. But if you feel like you shouldn't fully trust them, then you kind of got to listen to that too. Like you always got to listen to your intuition, but it's also good to double check and question it too. So you're not, you know, because, you know, it's good to listen to your intuition, of course. It's good to cultivate good intuition by listening to it. But you also have to be aware that there are some times when there is psychic interference. You have to double check. You have to, you can't like, you know, you have to be, what I'm feeling here is that you might like, someone's life could be destroyed or career could be destroyed because of an accusation. But that accusation might not be correct. It could be that there is some psychic interference. I'm just feeling an energy of hesitating before you jump forward into like judging someone or accusing someone or pointing the finger at someone. That's what I'm feeling in this reading. Please take a moment to pause before you speak out about something that you may not have all the information on. I'm going to pull one more card on this reading too, because I feel like I need a bit more information. A bit more clarity, please. Oh, what's that? Okay, there's the Nine of Pentacles again. I'm going to take this one that landed on my wrist. This is the Nine of Coins, Nine of Worlds. It's the same card. Different decks. One upright, one in reverse. Let me get that to focus. I don't know what's going on with this camera. It doesn't seem to want to... Here, let's try this. Yeah, there's Nine of Pentacles from the Spolia deck. It came out in reverse. And then we had the Nine of Worlds, which is Nine of Pentacles from the Voyager deck, upright in the bottom row. Let's see what this card is. Ace of Swords. It kind of was like this, right? So maybe I should lift it this way. It's also in reverse. Yeah, I feel in general, like this reading to me is giving me mixed signals. Like you feel like you might feel like, you know, what I'm getting from the Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, you feel like you understand clearly about someone, that they're dodgy, not trustworthy, in some way shady. However, the other cards in the spread are telling me that you might be getting mixed signals. There could be some psychic interference. There could be some cloudy energy, like this Neptunian cloudy energy is making it difficult to actually perceive really clearly what psychic information you're getting and what does it mean, how to interpret it. So I'm going to leave this reading here because I feel like there's not much more I can say other than please pause and reflect and take a moment before you come to someone with some kind of accusation, because you might not be getting psychic information as clearly as you normally would. That's all I'm saying. Just give it a little bit of time. I don't feel like this is some kind of really threatening situation necessarily where you need to act swiftly. So just take a moment to really check the information that you're perceiving psychically, and maybe even check in the physical world what you know, if you want to accuse somebody of something, get your facts straight. That's all I'm saying. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It's like I said in the other reading as well. I've been going through this quite similar energy myself this week, and I feel like I jumped to conclusions about someone on a specific topic. Fortunately, it wasn't something public that I did. It was just in my own mind, in my own space. I was feeling a certain way about someone who I thought I had full trust in. But it turns out they weren't doing what I thought they were doing. I was being overly suspicious and paranoid, but because of the energy, it's not that I'm a suspicious person or a paranoid person. That's what I'm saying. There's something in the energy, the collective energy and the cosmic energy that's hitting the planet that is causing this inability to see things as clearly as we normally would as empathic people. So that goes for everyone on an individual level and on a global level too. Like the information that we're experiencing or the information that we think we're understanding might be something else entirely. So just pause and like take a moment before you make definitive judgments and total final calculations about a situation before you know more information. That's all I'm saying. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that enlightening and helpful. It's my honor and pleasure to read for you. I really hope to just be in service to your personal growth. That's why I'm here. Sending lots of love. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next reading. Ciao for now.